Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BlueMaxima. I'm sorry for taking so long, but to be perfectly honest, after I played this game for about 5 hours, I decided that I wanted to finish the entire game with one character before I decided to do a video on it. And I did. The way this video is going to be laid out is that the first two characters I'm going to be playing with are level 2 and level 3 characters. So basically there's no any sort of story spoiler or anything, you'll only see the first couple of stages. But then I'm going to swap to my fighter, who I have completely completed the game with. Completely completed. Department of Redundancy Department. But yeah, I'm going to swap to the fighter as soon as I'm done with the elf and wizard. So, once that happens, you will basically be in spoiler territory. If you don't want to know what happens, at the end of the story, if you don't want to know what happens, if you don't want to know what you unlock when you finish the game the first time around, if you don't want to know about any sort of advanced gameplay mechanics until you come across them come across them yourself in the story, leave now. And I will tell you this and this alone: this game is the best 2D brawler I have ever played in my life. I'm not joking. It is better than Guardian Heroes. It is better than Dungeons and Dragons in the arcades. It is better than Castle Crashers. Better than Castle Crashers. In fact, I didn't really like Castle Crashers that much because it was a bit dull and uninteresting. But, with that said, I'm just going to start off playing as this level 3 wizard. And I'm going to play the second stage, and then I'm going to swap to the elf and play the first stage to give you an idea of what the basic gameplay is like. Then I'm going to swap to my fighter and show you everything else. So with that said, let's go in with the wizard. The wizard and the sorceress are two of the character classes in this game. There's 6. There's the Amazon, the dwarf, the fighter, the wizard, the sorceress, and the elf. The wizard and the sorceress are your magic users. So let's just play with the wizard.
These are the ruins of the ancient capital city. It was destroyed following an invasion from the Northern Empire.
Now, the cool thing about this game is that you can actually use the main character voices as narration. So, I've got the wizard doing my character narration, even though there's your deep basic narrator, and then there's a oh shit, hello. Actually, I better stop that right quick because that guy's actually really high level. He's gonna screw me up. Yeah, I know I need 782 experience points. I'm sorry about that. I'll just cut back to the gameplay. Alright, sorry about that. So anyway, I'm the wizard. I have several different attacks. I've got this square attack, which is melee, and I've also got the ability to use the circle button to launch magic spells. Unfortunately, I'm mainly limited by the amount of mana I have, and I have to hold square to recharge it. So, it's a gentle balance. Also, my poor little Sabretooth is on fire. I mean, look at him. He's so cute in this sort of scary, I'm going to bite your face off kind of way. Now, you may be wondering what those sparkles are. Those sparkles are treasure. If you can use the right analog stick to move this this cursor around, and you can also press L, or you can tap the screen and it'll move the cursor for you. Some people are going to prefer tapping the screen. This poor thing's going to die. It's a mount. You get the idea, right? Yeah, he's on fire. He's going to die. I'll just get off him. Sorry, buddy. Nope, not going to die after all. Screw him. But yeah, little bit of treasure. You see up the top there, you've got your score, which is basically what your experience is going to be. You've got in the top left, you've got oh, hello. These are just some bog standard enemies. Let's just fire the shit out of them. Holding different directions on your either analog stick or D-pad, depending on what you prefer to use, you will do different attacks. So if I do this, if I jump in the air and press square, it'll fire off magic missiles. If I do it on the ground, it'll do a melee attack. If I press up and circle, it'll create this little flame pit. If I press down and circle, it'll create a flame circle. So there's different attacks. Let's recharge my mana before I move forward. Oh shit, that stuff's about to... Yep. Just grabbing some stuff. Yep, you got just make sure you collect all the your coins as much as possible because there is gold in this game. All right, let's move along. Hello, Ranny. Yeah, that's your rogue. Alright, so some big guys, huh? Yep, let's just fire the shit out of them. Take the opportunity to recharge some mana. If I jump in the air, I can shoot like this, or if I hold up while I'm in the air, I can shoot forwards. And then I can just basically beat the shit out of this guy, because note how my mana's going up slightly, so it's a little bit of a mixture of using melee attacks and doing a little standalone charge like this to get all your mana back. And the sorceress is like this as well, except she's a lot more defensive. She has a lot more spells that help with the defensive. I'm only going to show the elf, the wizard, and the fighter, because all of them, except for the elf, are relatively comparable in some way. Like the dwarf and the Amazon both use are basically, well, the elf and the Amazon just basically has a different type of attacking compared to the fighter, and along with some set bonuses for stuff. Like if she attacks enough people in a row, she'll get extra attack and shit like that. The dwarf is basically hand-to-hand combat with the ability to pick up and throw people, and then you got the fighter, which is your bog standard, nothing different about him knight. Yeah, and the elf is actually pretty unique. Now, ooh, Fishman. I could take this guy down in much more interesting ways, but I'm out of mana. So let's just take the opportunity to recharge and get stabbed in the face by a rogue spear. Let's just beat the shit out of him and... Ouch. Your R button is a dodge button. And there's also items to use in this game, a lot like Muramasa the Demon Blade, but I'll show them off on my fighter, because I don't have any really good items on this. Well, I have potions. So yeah, if you use the D-pad, you can go through all your stuff, and you can also press down to use it. And items do have a cooldown, and there's also the ability to like carry multiple items in a single bag, and I'll explain why that's important later, but it'll have to come during the fighter part. I'll just go back and grab all this stuff because I'm gonna want the XP. You always want the XP. Strangely enough, I'm finding myself getting used to using the analog stick as a cursor. It's really strange. I mean, like I can tap over the screen all fine and dandy, but I actually like using the analog stick for some reason. You can also pick up these weapons. This is a crossbow. There's also stuff like there's actual like arbalests and bombs and also you can ride enemies like you saw earlier on. The art in this game is absolutely incredible. I mean, look at it. It's so bright and fancy. And my frame rate's dropping for some reason. I'm sorry about that. You can't hit fish while they're below the water. So you got to wait for that. But apparently I can't do that to save my life. God damn it. God damn it. You also have the ability to dodge, as you can see here. The wizards... The wizards, mainly a teleporter for a dodge. Everybody else has like normal dodges. The fighter slash knight feels like he just, you know, falls over on the ground and falls asleep for like half a second before he gets back up. Open this chest for me, Rogue. You have to get him to open all your locks, and sometimes it's a good idea to stand back because some of these chests can be trapped later on. Just trying to keep them all back while I'm recharging my mana, I apologize. Ow. Still managed to get hit anyway. I'll just take another one of these health potions and move along. Actually, I'll grab this dagger, this might be useful. I apologize if this is a bit slow, because I'll introduce I'll introduce the followers later on, because this game does have online co-op, but for the people who don't have online co-op, you can also have AI buddies, and I'll show them off soon. But for now, let's just get this guy to open this door. So in here we have another chest. Let's grab it. Now, there are food items in this game, like I just picked up 2 of them. And these food items, basically, if you stand still, you can eat them. And eating them gives you HP back. up to 150% of your normal health. So you're gonna wanna use the food items that you come across. But I'm just gonna take the opportunity to leave. This is actually really boring gameplay footage. Alright, let's move along. Love being able to teleport on the ground like that. It looks so fancy. Ow. I really should have seen that coming. Come here. Let's reload. His burning is probably gonna... Nope. But yeah, the wizard's an interesting character because you have to constantly be balancing like everything that you're doing with your magic. So it's a constant battle to make sure that you're not caught off guard. I'm pretty sure I can ride this thing. Yep. The Dragon Lisk. I like this because it shoots fire. So let's just move along. I won't bother killing them. Ooh, bones, bones. But I was blocking, yes. You can pick up bones, and the bones are actually your friendlies. So you actually want to pick up as many of them as possible. I'll show them off later because I don't think I've unlocked that this point. Now let's see. We have the Wyvern. Let's do as much damage as possible before my poor bastard dies. Now in this game you do get lives. As you can see in the top left, there's a 2. I get 2 lives by default, and there's also the ability to pray. I'll show that off later, but this boss is almost dead. There we go. That was actually really easy for some reason. I have no idea why that was so easy. I could just stand in place and mash the circle button, but oh well. Alright, so now that we're at the adventure results, we get points, we get a total score, money, and we get to see how many treasures we have. So I got 2 Bs, a C, and a D, and an E. So let's go back to the tavern, or the inn, or whatever they want to call it. And I've leveled up. Very good. So at the end of each adventure, you get to go to the spoils. Now, the spoils is an unusual mechanic. Well, it's not exactly unusual. You have to appraise every item that you want, or you can sell it off. Now, let's say I want to appraise this rod. I have to pay 260 for it, and I get a 3-12 rod. There's also these gloves down here, so let's appraise the level 5 ones. Damage from objects, 14%, ignore armor. When LP is 0, damage taken. LP is your lives, by the way. Damage taken, minus 11%. Now, this shit gets insane later on. I'll show off some of the S-rank equipment I have on my fighter. I mean, goddamn. It actually gets really addicting getting the best combinations of this loot, like, as soon as the game starts. I am not kidding. It is stupidly fun to go back and find out all the shit that you have. It is awesome. But anyway, I'm just going to obtain all this stuff because I don't want to waste any more of your time. So yeah, as you can see, the game does have a fair bit of strategy to it. So let's swap out my Arcane Punisher for this Feather Rod. Also, why the hell do I have this? Whatever. You do not meet a... Oh, yeah, I have to be level 5. Damn. Yeah, there's that problem too. But yeah, as you can see, that's one typical run with like an early game wizard. Let's go and do a run with an early game elf. How about that? So let's choose an ally. I'll have, no, not ally, sorry. Let's select a player. You can create as many characters as you like, although there's really no need to have more than the typical 6, which I have here. So I'm going to swap to the Super Elf. Why I named it the Super Elf, I will never know. Let's leave the tavern.
You have fulfilled the request. Report your work.
Let's go back to the gate. Because you have to go to the gate to the, I'll show off all the other areas later. But right now I have to, but yeah, I don't have access to them right now, so I'll have to wait until I get onto my night. So anyway, this is the elf. The elf is relatively unique because she's the only character that uses a bow and arrow. So let's get started with this. Yeah, you may now press start to, yeah. That just lets you, your requests, just take out the last 6 letters. It's your quests. So this girl also has some melee attacks, but they're not very strong. So what you want to do is you want to hop back and fire bows and arrows at these bastards. You also pick up arrows that both your dead enemies, and you can also break open boxes, and they usually have arrows in them. Unfortunately, there was none in there, so I can't really show that off. I'll get Ronnie to unlock this chest again. Choose rank E. Also an arbalest. Makes shit really simple. Go, Super Elf, go. Right, so anyway, I'll just, whoops, I just used my last 2 shots by accident. Let's hop back here. And there we go. Don't know how I managed to kill both of them at once, but okay. Ronnie, go take care of that, please. I'll have a look around with my cursor and see. There we are. Just gonna grab some extra score for myself. If I can move the bloody cursor. Okay, go unlock that door. Yep, so Ronnie does all your door unlocking, so make sure you keep your eyes open for doors in the background. Alright, oh. Might want to get out of this situation. And I'll just beat the shit out of them for the last couple of their hit points. There we go, but yeah, the elf is another character that you really have to be careful with, because you can run out of arrows very quickly if you're not careful. I'll just get Ronnie to take care of these, or Ranny. I keep calling him Ronnie. Have I been watching too much Harry Potter or something? I'll take this dagger because it might actually be useful. Let's go. Alright, so in here we go to the next part of the stage. Little lizard crawling along the ground there. Here come the spiders. Spiders are scary. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fire. That didn't help. That did. That also did. The thing about Ranny is you can get him to go and do things like unlock chests, but a lot of the time in mid-battle he'll go and run like the little bitch that he is. So you have to kind of take care of all the enemies before Ranny will come out and start looking at chests again. He kind of annoys me like that. Got to avoid that. That's a trap. Oh, by the way, if you're worried this might just be one big escort mission, Ranny has infinite health, so you can basically beat the shit out of him anytime you like, and it won't do anything. It's actually kind of gratifying. But anyway, let's keep going. See how satisfying this is? I mean, it feels really good to use this bow. And also to beat the shit out of things. In fact, it's really fun to beat the shit out of things. That's why my main class right now is a fighter. Hello, more bones. Tell them how I lived. There's actually a lot of different references to stuff in this game. Like, one of the bodies has the death message, an arrow to the knee. And there's also, I've made a huge mistake. And this is a secret area that I found by complete accident the first time I came through this stage. So let's just go through here and pick up some more treasure. This is actually related to a quest later on. A lot of the hidden areas in this game are actually hinted at when you go past them. But you will usually require the assistance of quests to go through and actually figure out how to get to some of them. I'm just going to stand here and just pound these guys with arrows until they do my bidding. There we go. Well, I'll go back and grab this gold. Let's go, Ranny. And moving along, almost at the end of the stage, and I'll be able to swap to my fighter. I keep calling him a knight because he looks just like a normal knight, but yeah, it's kind of strange. Whoa! Yep, dodged out of the way of that one. That's good. I'll just beat the shit out of him until he does what I want him to. Alright, now I've got most of my arrows. I have, yep, 10 arrows, and I have a little bit of food, so let's go and fight the harpy. Yep, this harpy's a bitch. I have no idea what that was doing, but yeah. The art in this game just looks absolutely amazing. I mean, like, I've played BlueMaxima on a live stream already. That's the reason why you never saw a video of it here on this channel. But Jesus Christ, this art is like 5 steps up from BlueMaxima the Demon Blade. It is that good. I mean, look at it. It's so crisp and so nice and... Fuck. It is so crisp. It is animated so well. This game looks absolutely amazing on Vita. The screen makes the art just pop. It is one of the most artistically achieved games I've played in years. I like to think that Vanillaware have had a really good art style to begin with, but I mean, this just takes it a few steps further. Music's pretty good too. But yeah, enough of that. This game is actually presentated. I don't know what I was going for there. This game's presentation is just incredible. I absolutely love it. It is just the coolest looking, coolest sounding game I've played in ages. The only game I think that could beat this in a game of best graphics on Vita would have to be Rayman Origins, and possibly when it comes out, Rayman Legends. And that would be a tough fight for Legends to win, because my god. Just all the art in this game is just fantastic. There's no real penalty to dying other than losing your place in the stage. If you lose all your lives though, I actually don't know because I haven't lost all my lives yet. But anyway, that was the elf. Now I'm going to go swap to my fighter, because when I swap to my fighter, it's going to have everything unlocked. So be wary. If you don't want any sort of game mechanical spoilers or anything like that, I would suggest avoiding the last bit of this video. But I hope that you've come to the conclusion that this game is worth buying, because my god, is it. It's one of the best games I've played this year. So with that said, let's go swap to my knight, or my fighter, or whatever the bloody hell. Now be warned, this guy is actually at the second cycle of the game. You do have to go through this game 3 times to get everything completed. So, there's your warning. You're going to be seeing shit that you shouldn't be seeing at the beginning of the game. Alright, so let's go have a look around at everything else. We've got the temple, where you can pray to the goddess to give you bonuses, like increasing your score, extra spoils, increasing your life points, or your lives, as they should be called, and changing your difficulty. Once you complete the game on normal, you unlock hard. Once you complete it on hard, you unlock Inferno or something like that. I didn't mean to close out. My bad. So anyway, we go in here. This is the temple again. And we have the ability to resurrect people. Now, as you can see, I've actually picked up a few online ID people. I'm sorry, but I hope you all get friend requests. I hope you all get friend requests. And you can choose to resurrect them, to add them to your party. I'm not going to do that. Or you can choose to bury them.
May they rest in peace. May they rest.
And you might be able to get, like, yes, as you can see. And also, I've got a longsword out. I want to go check that out. You can bury them, and I'm going to go back to the tavern and get some more allies. So let's grab some allies. I'm going to grab a wizard. Do I have a sorceress? No, I don't have a sorceress. I have to talk about that, though, actually, now I think about it. Alright, I'm going to say it right here, right now. The Polygon review related to the women being represented badly in this game, she's dead wrong. Like, I'm honestly convinced she's dead wrong, because not only are both sides absolutely exaggerated in this game, like the Amazon and even the fighter's got like a really tiny head for some reason. It's just, I can't see the point when it's not actively malicious. Also, Drunk Fairy over there, I have no idea what that's about. But the game's portrayal of women is not actively malicious in any way, shape, or form. So she has nothing to complain about, really. It's not actively saying, like, women are bad people or anything like that. So I don't see what's worth complaining about. Because, see, look at the tiny cat on this knight. And by the way, some of it is actually really hilarious. Like the sorceress, she has such big boobs. I'm not kidding about this. She has such giant knockers that her running animation basically has her knockers hitting her in the face repeatedly. It is hilarious. I don't understand how people can think this is sort of offensive to women, because it really isn't. It's a little bit over-exaggerated but offensive, or something that's worth complaining about. Like, that woman rated this game as 6.5. Now, I can understand, like, rating it as 7.5 or an 8, but she docked what would effectively be, like, most likely be 2 whole points from this game, because women are slightly over-exaggerated to the point of being almost comedic. I don't understand what sort of feminist stick she has up her ass, but come on. Alright, I'm fine, I'm done. Alright, now with that said, this is Morgan's Magic Item Shop. This is where you go to get your stuff appraised. And you can also buy and sell stuff here, so this is where you sell all the weapons and stuff you don't need. I'll go through all that shit in a minute. Now, also, you can restore durability. So, the thing is, all your items in this game, you can actually get up to 9 bags, which hold all your stuff. And the durability in this game, your weapons won't last more than a couple of stages without being broken and becoming completely ineffective. So what you want to do is you got to have like several different like bags of equipment here. You unlock this at a certain point in your first cycle. Pretty much everything here you unlock in your first cycle. And you use them to create sets of equipment, and then when you unlock the ability to go from the gate to the stables, or just through the gate in general, you can choose to continue with your adventure and swap out equipment sets, so you can keep using different weapons. I'll just keep going for now. Liu Kang's Tower, this is where you buy magic stuff. There's rings, which let you do all sorts of things, and then there's rune magic, which I'll explain later. Let's move along from that, shall we? Now, further along here, we have the Adventurers Guild. Now, we can learn skills. Now, the thing is, all the characters have a tree unique to themselves, to their character class, and a common tree, which everybody has. So, if we look at my fighter's skill tree, I've got the Cyclone Master, I've got the Judgment, I've got Rebuke, I've got Tempest Edge, Reflex Guard, and there's all sorts of other stuff here. So basically all this stuff just gently builds. As long as you fulfill the purchase conditions on the right there, there's no unlocking stuff. All of it's available from the very start. And then you've got common. So yeah, slide attack, power, money is power, wealth to health, vitality boost. Yeah, it's a pretty, I'm not going to say it's a bad skill tree, but it's pretty basic. But being basic makes it easy to understand, and I've got nothing against that. You also have the ability to do quests. So as you can see, there's a lot of quests in this game. Like, there's at least 50. And I've done a fair few of them. They have all sorts of different little things. Like, for example, here we've got the Owlbear Menace, slay 10 owlbears. You've also got the you've also got questions like investigate the hidden room, snuff the candles. There's also one really hilarious one. If I just come down here, I believe Deadmaster's Party. Turn 3 times clockwise in front of the ghost and dance. Yeah, there's some really silly quests in here, but... And the thing is, doing these quests actually gets you a actually gets you concept art, or just art in general. So as you can see, you get the honey buzzers for that quest. And basically, your side quests are basically quests to fill out your gallery. Yeah, there is a shit ton of quests in here. 40? 57. So there's 57 quests. Well, there's not 57 quests because if you finish the game with specific characters and you get little pictures like that. But yeah, that's the Adventurers Guild.
Gather the 9 talismans to weaken the dragon.
Yeah, I've got the ability to dodge twice on this guy. The castle you only need to go into for story events. Also, there's a little you can go and do stuff for the queen after the first cycle. Actually, stables is a good thing because the stables you see are basically at a certain point in the game you lose the ability to use the gate to go anywhere you want, and you have to use the stables and you have to pay gold to do it. But let's just go in here in the gate. Do I want to go online? I don't think I do. Actually, I might go online later, but for now, no. Also, there's the Colosseum here. I'm going to go in here and show this off. So the idea is that this is basically the player versus player section of the game. Not only can you actually do gladiatorial fights with the AI as well. So let's just do settings complete here.
You stand at the site of the ancient Elysian Colosseum. It is empty. You can still feel the energy of the crowd. You feel as if you were ready to compete in the arena, and you fire yourself up while you wait for an opponent.
So yeah, I'm actually going to fight with my AI companions here with 1 life. So everybody's got 1 life. So yep, the AI can fight amongst themselves. Oh, and this is like one mode where your equipment won't decrease, won't degenerate. This is like the only... This is the only part of the game where your equipment won't do that. So yeah, as you can see, I won in about 20 seconds. But you can make the fight go longer. You can give all the players more lives to make it a little bit more interesting. And you can also go online and play with friends as well, but I'm not going to show that off here because, well, good luck with that. Let's go back to the gate. Alright, so let's just hop back out here. I've got plenty of gold, so I can go and use the stables if I want to. Which is what I'm going to do, actually, because I don't have much else more to show off, and I might as well show off 4-player. The story in this game is actually really weak. I know that's a weird thing to bring up out of nowhere, but it's just... It often gets in the way more than it actually contributes to the game itself, and that is kind of depressing. Alright, so let's see, we actually have all these areas now. These are all the areas in the game. Every level in the game has 2 routes, and you won't be able to get through all the routes until you've completed every stage at least once. So there's roughly 18 stages in the game, and then you've got this, which is the Labyrinth of Chaos. This is basically a randomly generated dungeon crawl. It takes parts from all of the game and puts it all in and it takes rooms from every single stage of the game and then just shoves them all in a row. So let's go and do that. Yeah, OMG, he killed Kenny. I don't know if that's from somebody who is what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know if that's from an online person or what, if they put him in, if Vanilla Web or Atlas put this in the game themselves. Ooh, thank you. So yeah, as you can see, the game actually slows down a fair bit once the combat gets really going. So I don't understand why people have trouble with low frame rates, because the game in the state that it's in right now is completely controllable. There is nothing stopping you from playing this game at like half the frames per second it's meant to be. But people complain about it. I don't know why. It feels like they're just stupid. Ooh, ghosts. This is going to be a problem. Ghosts can only be taken out with torches, and I don't have any torches around here. Oh well. Thanks for the warning, game. Or the thing.
They're coming.
Ooh, spider. So yeah, and one of the basic things in this to do once you've hit your first cycle is to do the Labyrinth of Chaos. If you get through all 9 floors of the Labyrinth of Chaos, which consists of multiple stages, without going back to town, you get a trophy for it. So yeah, let's just go and get all this treasure. Because that'll give me a lot of XP. The maximum level that you can be in this game on your first cycle is level 35. Then you go up to level 65. Then it goes up to level 99 for your third cycle. But anyway, see that little symbol on the wall that is now glowing? That's part of rune magic. If I press L on this, I get the option to add my own symbols. So if I add these two here, maybe something will happen. Nope, nothing happened. What about this? No? How about that? There's also like 2 symbols in here, so you can actually add like maybe if I just use these 2 symbols and slot in my own random symbol. There we go. Potency and durability. It increases attack and defense. That occurs for a limited time along with potions. There are potions that have similar effects. But rune magic is completely free to use. Like, there's nothing stopping you from using it. You just need to remember it. And that's where I fall down, because I can't remember shit to save my life. Oh, I was wondering where the enemies were. And if you're wondering where the stats go in this game, basically there is a trophy for doing like more than, I think it was 100,000 damage. So yeah, 100,000 damage. If you want a game where basically stat pouring is possible, this is your game. It looks very, very nice. It's very nice to watch this game in action because it's a very beautiful game. I love the presentation of it. So yeah, I just got a D rank treasure chest. And by the way, there are a couple more reasons why I think you should buy this game. If you are a Monty Python fan, you should buy this game immediately. And I will explain why. One of the bosses, basically if you, one of the bosses in the game, I'm not going to say what it is, but if you're a fan of Monty Python and you go back and check when I was spinning around all the stages, you will understand exactly why I tell you to go and buy this game immediately. Trust me. And it's as detailed a reference to Monty Python as you could possibly get. So yeah, this is the boss the game picked out for me. This is the Kraken. I'm just going to stand here and beat the shit out of it. I quite enjoy beating the shit out of the bosses in this game. It's so satisfying. Yep, and he's available to be attacked again, so let's just beat the shit out of him. Whoops, one of my AI companions died. Basically, when you're playing the game, if you run out of lives, you can choose to either pay gold to resurrect yourself or just let it go to a game over. And sometimes your AI companions will actually be able to finish the fight. That's kind of cool. The AI companions, they're intelligent, but they don't act like humans would. That's my one problem with them. Like, there's this one level where the game practically, there is a screen clearing attack. One of the bosses in this game has a screen clearing attack, and the game actively tells you this, right? So it knows that this attack is basically going to screw your shit up if you're not at like 10% of the screen. The AI will not run to take cover from that sort of attack. You have to pull them over yourself. They follow you, good, but they don't try to actively defend themselves, which is bad. But I have nothing against the way the AI is coded, because it would be very hard to create AI that would actively act like a human. So anyway, Yeah, if you wish for a further challenge, you may continue your adventure. You may also return to town. I'm going to continue on this adventure for one more bit. Let's get my second set of equipment out. So yeah, this is basically just random rooms in the game, mixed matched with random enemies. So yeah, as you can see, the wizard actually knows some more spells, the Amazon knows more attacks, the elf is just overall better at this game than I am. Oh shit, owlbears. It's always a surprise when they come, because they charge right at you and they completely fuck your shit up. Alright, so that's 9 out of 10 owlbears, so I may actually end up finishing this quest later on. So much gold. Yeah, and the more of these quests you do in a row, you do get more bonuses, so doing runs like in a row to get heaps of treasure is possible, because some people that I've known, and I actually managed to do one of these runs myself, managed to get over like 1,000,000 something points and heaps and heaps of treasure. I'm talking like 50, 60 treasures at once. And if you lose your sword, you go unarmed, but you can still win in a fist fight if you like. I hope I'm showing off as much of the game as I can to convince you to buy it, because this game is awesome. There is so much to do in it. Like, I've been playing for about 15 hours at this point. My time at the beginning said roughly 16 hours, right? That was the amount of time that are required to get my knight through the first cycle. And everybody has 3 cycles, all 3 characters. That's like 45 hours of gameplay minimum, because the fighter is the easiest character to use. So there is at least 45 hours of content per character class in this game. That's insane. You can play this game for like well over 250 hours and still not have everybody at level 99. You'll have your platinum way before then, I promise you that. But still, I mean, my god. This game has so much content. Look, here's a gazer. So you've seen 3 of the 18-something bosses in this game. Also, goddamn. Just got the shit knocked out of me by this thing. Alright, let's use a heal potion. Oh, shit. Oh, never mind. Hello, gazer. Oh, shit, I know that. Run! Run! Okay, run again! See, the AI... Oh, Christ! Yeah, as you can see, the AI doesn't know when that's going to happen. And I died. Wow. Hey, wizard, you gonna shoot him or something, please? Yeah, don't... Yeah, just... Oh. Alright, fine, you can come back. I've got the coins... Yeah, you gotta tap their character pictures to make them come back, and I get an extra life on top. So, yeah. I have to admit, I love how some of the bosses... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, as I said before... Yeah, sorry about the frame rate drop there. That's my computer, not the game. But... Yeah, some of the AI in this game is just odd because... Since it doesn't act like a human... It acts really strangely. Yeah, all my guys survived because they followed me there. But sometimes when this bastard just like jumps around and shit, I don't understand why my frame rate's dropping so bad on this one bit. I really don't. There's nothing on my computer right now that would be doing this. Okay, I'm just gonna watch my screen for a while because apparently I can't watch my computer monitor. There, finally. Maybe my frame rate drops to stop now. Hold on a second. Alright, so due to that embarrassment, I don't understand why the frame rates just started dropping there for a second, but don't worry, you saw me beat him. But yeah, look at that. I used most of the gold I got on this run. But yeah, now I can choose to return to town or increase my gold obtained, and effectiveness of spoils a bit more. But I'm going to return to town because I want to go trying the online component for my final thing. Yeah, I'm now level 35, and I get a 50% conversion rate on hard for my score, and I imagine it's a full conversion rate when you're on the final difficulty. And more spoils. Let's identify some of this. Bonus 19% ice damage. Wow. Ooh, that's kind of nice. I'm going to sell this one. I'll take this, and I need a new shield. 13% chance of lightning retribution. Item degradation. Yes, damage taken. Yes. I love it. I'll take it. Level 37 amulet. Fire resistance. 10% chance of lightning retribution. Yeah, I'll take that as well. I need that, and I'll sell these off. So yeah, as you can see, it's a bit of a balancing game between what you want to identify and sell, because identifying stuff takes a lot of gold later on.
Gather the 9 talismans to weaken the
So let's
dragon.
equip my new stuff, because I leveled up, so I can actually equip some more stuff. My dependable short sword. Look at this. This is the amount of shit that you get at the end of the first cycle. Imagine how intense this gets around the 3rd cycle. I mean, Jesus. But yeah, look, just the amount of gear that you can get in this game is unbelievable. It's really awesome. Some of this gear. It's the sort of Diablo feel that I've been missing for a while, because Diablo 3's loot was absolute shithouse. Yeah, this is the sort of shit that I can really get into. Especially identifying stuff. Like I've got all my sets here, so you got to trying to build up all 9 sets, do a 32 stage run on the Labyrinth of Chaos. Yeah, this game's awesome. Really, it's the sort of dungeon crawling beat 'em up thing. This is the sort of game the Vita needs. This game is one of the most awesome things I've played this year. This is a dungeon crawler's delight. This is a beat 'em up fan's delight. This is a delight for everyone who enjoys this sort of gameplay. This is a delight for everybody. Now let's go online and see how well this works. You have to turn on my Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I had to turn it off. But yeah, this game is one of the best games I've played this year. This is secured top 10 material. This game could not be more awesome. So anyway, do I have any friends playing right now? No, I don't. But yeah, it's actually really easy to get into a friend's game. But one of my friends actually had trouble staying with another one of my friends for more than 3 minutes. I don't know what that was about. Maybe it was just their crappy connection. But let's join a random room and play with some online people. In or not. Okay, it's let me in, and my frame rate's gone to buggery again. What the hell? I've actually been thrown in at the end of a... Actually, I don't know. Am I on a Labyrinth of Chaos run, or am I on a run of the first level again? But anyway, just while I'm here, I might as well talk about my own experience with the online play.
As you investigate the wall painting,
The online play is actually...
behind the wall has been
It's really stable. Like, it's stable, it's good. The only reason it might appear a little bit unstable is I think I've got my torrent program going on my laptop and I forgot all about it. But, yeah, it's very stable. It works. It's just, when you're playing with people that are in the US, the ping might become a problem in a brawler. Alright? So, it's stuff that you can't really blame on the developers for not being able to fix. That's fine. Nothing against it. Nothing against the game whatsoever. It's not their fault. Actually, no, I better go turn off my torrent program. Whoop, no, too late. It's loaded in.
Be careful.
I'll just get, oh, apparently I can't. Yeah, I'm the second player in this game, apparently. Sometimes you're going to have other thieving bastards come in and they might actually take your treasure if you let them. You have to stop them. That's all I've got to say about that. You have to stop them from taking your shit. But yeah, I'm having a couple of problems here because, well, I'm not very good at playing on high ping. But to be fair, on a brawler, nobody can be good at playing on high ping. It just doesn't happen. Alright, let's go. Yeah, this is near the end of the first level, so I'll be able to show off a 4-player fight on the Harpy without getting without showing off too much more of the game's content. Because you've seen like 3 of the 18 bosses at this point, so I'd like to keep the others secret, especially the one that Monty Python fans will absolutely love.
Here they come.
Oh shit, someone's completely deaded. Someone's completely deaded. Yeah, great. I'll wait and see if that little elf bitch is gonna throw a complete on for him. Apparently I can't hit shit. Because I'm not getting 4,000 gold to spawn. I'm sorry, I'm not even going to get 4,000 gold from this run. Because I jumped in at the very end. No, she's not going to revive him. I don't want to touch that. I just want to... As you can see, you can check the PSN IDs. Where the hell did my sword drop? Oh, there it is. Finally. Hey, let me go back and get my sword. Where am I? Oh, now I have it. Okay, that was embarrassing. But yeah, as you can see, the multiplayer works fine. Just don't... It might not be a good idea to play this with people who are overseas. On the same continent, fine. Whoops. Just got smacked in the face. Better grab all this crap and let's move on. I have to wait for my bloody sword to be available again. Alright. Time to beat the shit out of the same harpy that I did last time, except I have help. And the harpy actually has a new attack, apparently. Yeah, I died it. Yeah. I don't know why there's like 7... Yeah, just, come on. Let me get up. Am I supposed to be reviving anytime soon? Bloody hell, the shit that happens on multiplayer games when you got torrents going. Alright, finally I'm reviving. Except I run out of continues? What the hell? Okay, apparently I can't continue. I'm just gonna screw it. Back to town. Did I get anything interesting? I got a few experience points. And I got a belt. which is probably going to be shit. Alright, let's leave. The multiplayer works fine, I just have torrents going, I'm sorry.
The 9 towers
But,
used to weaken the dragon, and then defeat it to restore power to the goddess Jula.
So, this game's awesome. It's on my top 10 list of games this year. I don't think, unless 10 really good games come out in like the next 3 or so months, there is nothing that's going to knock this from my list. It's just, this game is amazing. The combat is good, the character's diverse, the art and presentation in general is amazing. There's so much to do. Please go out and buy this game immediately. The only problem is it's $40. It doesn't have any sort of cross-buy, but it does have cross-save. So if you do buy both versions, you can upload from one and download to another. But the game is seriously at its maximum potential on the Vita. Because it looks amazing. This has been BlueMaxima, and I'll see you all next time. I love this song.